Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of the Burton Burger Podcast, episode 135, and we got a special guest that's literally been years in the making. We got Mr. Blake from TheNutritionNarc on TikTok on. How you doing, Blake?
Good. How are you, man?
Good, good. Happy to have you on. And, of course, we got Cousin Bert here as well. So, like I said, so we've been doing this podcast thing for a couple years now, and Blake was one of the first people I reached out to come on the show, and he was kind enough to say, hell yeah, let's do it, and then continue to push it off for years. So, no, he's been trying to make it work. We've been trying to make it work. Bert had to bail on him last time, so he's here now and very, very excited. I've been waiting to get you on. I've gone through, I think, a couple of girlfriends as well, because I'm like, yo, I got this nutrition guy coming on the show, and they're like, yo, is he on yet? And I'm like, no, and then they just left. So
that's tough. I've gone through 0, so you got me beat.
Yeah, yeah. Well, anyways, go ahead, explain to people who you are, Blake, and what you do on TikTok.
Yeah, so my name is like Blake, or I don't even, it's so annoying, but my @ is like the Nutrition Narc. I just made it one night because I was like, I didn't want like people in my real life to find my TikTok, because it's kind of like embarrassing, when you're first starting. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna make my name like Blake, and like location and everything. So I was like, I'll just make it something funny. I thought it was like a cool, funny name. And now, of course, like I make it something I don't care about, and then it like does well, and it's kind of like my job now. And it's like, oh well, like no one, not like everyone knows that my name is Blake. So I wish I made it something different. But then again, I kind of like the name. I think it's funny. Like people think it's like the Nutrition Mark or like MARC.
Nice.
It's like, no, it's like Narc.
Yeah.
Like I'm snitching on you for having like a boring ass diet. But basically, like what I do is, I don't know, I do a lot of different content based around nutrition. So I'll do like diet reviews. I used to do those a lot more than I do now. Like people will be like, oh, here's what I eat in a day. And I'll kind of like go through and like point out a couple different things about their diet, something that I find interesting, or, something that could help other people lose weight. I think that's kind of like where a lot of my initial following came from, was like the weight loss niche and everything. And now I kind of like not went away from that. It's definitely like a huge part of my content still, but I kind of just evolved, and I do like all sorts of content around like nutrition. Like a lot of people post like macro friendly recipes or like high protein recipes, and I'll like duet those or stitch those, and I'll review them and then tell people if they're good or not, or if they're like terrible or a waste of time and money and effort and stuff. So I think a lot of people appreciate those, because a lot of the recipes are like pretty in depth, and I spend like an hour making them, and so I can save some people some time. Because like a lot of the recipes are very like elaborate and lavish and require like, wild ingredients. Like I just ordered some oat fiber and like black cocoa just for like a couple of recipes. So that's kind of what I do. I do like every once in a while throw in some like gym content in there, and then just kind of like, I don't know, anything that comes up really based about like nutrition or the gym. I film like videos about just like people's recipes, of like how accurate they are on calories, or if I think they're accurate. Yeah, just like other like basic drama. I try to like dispel a lot of like fitness and nutrition myths as well. That's kind of like another part of me. I upload like 4 times a day or so, so I got a lot of different content to choose from.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been doing it for a minute.
Yeah, I think I started
when we
last
got into
April.
TikTok. Yeah, when we got into TikTok, you were the first one that I came across that showed the low-calorie diets that you can do, like making low-calorie food. I don't remember what the first one was. It was, I think it might have been one of your fries or something. But
I made
that's
a lot
when,
about my loaded fries. Those are some of my
yeah,
favorite.
yeah, I know this. So this was a while ago, but that really opened it up, because I make a lot of low calorie stuff, and of course the rabbit hole that you go down when you find one creator. There's a bunch of creators out there, none that are as beautiful as Blake, but there's a lot of recipes out there, and
There's a ton
actually,
of like really good ones. Yeah. I'd say a
there's
lot
a
of people
ton.
make incredibly high quality stuff, better than I could make. And I was like, dude, how do you figure this out? Like, I'm by no means like a chef or anything. So like all the stuff people come up with is like very impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, and the funny thing is actually one of my dinner tonight came from low calorie chicken tenders that I made, and low calorie breakfast sandwich that I made as well. None of them came from you, unfortunately, but I have made plenty of yours in the past, so
Do
it
you have
all
a favorite
works
of
out.
anything I've made?
Yeah, no, I mean a lot of the stuff that you've made, I tried. I really liked your fries for a while, and just learning how to do this stuff with the 100 calorie fries, the
Hmm.
golden fucking fry. I don't know what the hell they're
The
called, but
Ore-Ida golden fries, those are the classic.
yeah. No, so definitely those are huge. There's some more that I'll have to scroll through your videos to see, but and I made your protein ice cream a couple of times. That was pretty yummy. Um, with like the vanilla kind, where you put the
Hmm.
low calorie pudding and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Got tired of that pretty fast, so I
Yeah, it's
decided
definitely
to.
not for everyone.
Yeah, no, it's good. I definitely liked it. I made some for Bert here, and he didn't want any, so he's like, "That looks
Didn't
like
even try
shit."
it.
At the
Yeah, what
moment,
an
I'm like,
ass.
yeah.
So yeah, when you get like really lean and like dieting, like even the worst stuff tastes good. So you, your like bar, like is your standards are so much lower. When
Yeah,
you get like
Right.
no.
steep into a deficit, you're like, oh my God, like oatmeal tastes amazing. It's like the stuff you
Hmm.
wouldn't even look at when you're like a normal body fat. It's like when you get lean, everything just tastes so good.
Hmm.
Yeah, seriously. So lots of good stuff out there. I make a lot of Tom Walsh's stuff,
Oh yeah,
Stealth Health Life. I got his
yeah.
book and everything.
That's what I was thinking of when I was like saying people make incredible recipes. I've tried some of that dude's stuff, and they're all every time they're like really good. I think I tried some of his like one of his like chicken like not marinades, but like a chicken sauce where he put like peppers, onions, like chipotle
Mm-hmm.
and adobo stuff like that, and it just came out like so good. Didn't even taste like diet food at all.
Hmm.
Yeah. A lot of his stuff comes out really nicely, and I've invited him on the show multiple times, and he's just given me the finger. So, no, he just hasn't said nothing. I'm sure
No.
he gets a lot of opportunities. So,
Yeah,
I
no, for
really
sure.
wish I could ask someone to come on and they would just send me a middle finger. That would make my day. Um, but yeah, no, a lot of his stuff is good. But the thing I've realized with this low calorie meals is you can switch out a lot of things and not even notice like the taste difference. I know you've said that in a lot of your videos.
Yeah, what do you have anything that comes to mind when you like say that? Any examples?
Yeah, well, I mean, like mayonnaise, I can have light mayo, and I literally don't fucking taste like the difference whatsoever. I'm a pretty bland person too, so
Hmm.
that might have to do it with it. But just like switching out your mayo can save you a bunch of calories, especially if you're mixing it with other stuff. And another big hack is like blending up cottage cheese and using that as your cheese sauce instead of
Yeah, I've seen
like a
that.
block
I've
of
seen that too.
queso. Yeah. Yeah, no. So, that's the big thing. I know you do stuff with yogurt as well. I hate yogurt. I cannot stand yogurt.
Really?
But
Any
yeah, well,
all
if you
types?
mix it
Greek,
in,
regular?
yeah, no, I'm just a pussy. So, but if you mix it in like with your loaded fries that you make, I mean it tastes like regular sour cream stuff. So,
Yeah, that's what I say. Some people are like hard against that. They're like, "Oh, I would know the difference like right away. Like I'd taste sour cream." And it's like really like especially when it's
mm-hmm,
mixed in with everything, for me it doesn't make the biggest difference and it's like perfectly fine to me, especially if I throw in some sort
mm-hmm.
of like ranch powder or something like it's all
Oh yeah.
mixed in there
Yep.
like no one would know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, so that's a lot of good stuff as well. Is with the yogurt. You mean making yogurt taste good is important. So
You were
I
talking
didn't
about
think it was possible.
mayonnaise. I know I feel like I'm the same way with light mayo because I usually mix
Mm-hmm.
it with like I never like put it on like bread or anything for sandwiches. I really need to, but I use it a lot in sauces and I make like a low calorie Chick-fil-A sauce and I've like tried my
Mm-hmm.
like low calorie Chick-fil-A sauce back to back with the regular stuff and it's tastes
Mm-hmm.
like it almost is just as good. It's just different. Like I think I could give it
Mm-hmm.
to anyone and they'd be like, "Whoa, this is like super tasty." It's just like slightly
Mm-hmm.
different than the original stuff. It doesn't feel like diet at all. And I just use, light mayo, some
Yeah.
like light barbecue sauce, stuff like that. And I have like everyone
Mm-hmm.
I've had try it is like, whoa, this is so good. Like I would make this all the time, and I do.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, there's just a lot of simple changes that you can do that can save you a good chunk of calories and make it easier for you. So, I have another big topic that you talk about a lot, but I was wondering if my co-host wanted to literally say anything on this episode before we start
Hey,
fucking going into this.
they
Yeah.
must hate me.
No, I was.
Yeah, do you not like him? You think he's gonna bite? What the fuck? This is like your worst performance yet, Bert.
I mean, this is just a. I don't want to say a foreign land for me. Dieting and all. I mean, I'm pretty
What do
lazy.
you like, food?
Oh, I like food.
Yeah, Bert.
Oh,
All right, what
trust
is your
me.
Yeah,
favorite
Bert.
fast food? I'll talk about regular food all day long. It doesn't just have to be diet
Regular
stuff.
food? I mean, no, I love. I mean, I'm weird. I like fufu. That sounds weird.
Wow.
Like I'll do healthy nut stuff.
Hell, what? No, what about just like regular, like fast food? Like, do you have a
He asked
favorite
you what
fast
your
food?
favorite fast food
I know.
is.
I mean, Taco Bell's a go-to.
Taco Bell? Would you like the chalupas or the what are the crunch wraps are really good too.
Those are the two tops. Yeah.
Have you ever had the breakfast crunch wraps?
Mhm.
Those are fantastic. I think Taco Bell breakfast is slept on, like their sausage and egg, like crunch wraps or whatever. I'm actually planning to do like a 10,000 calorie challenge as soon as I'm finishing dieting, and like I think the first thing on my menu is I think I'm gonna grab 3 breakfast crunch wraps from Taco Bell because they're like 700 calories a piece, and they're like the size of my fist, so I could easily down 3 of
Mhm.
those.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
more of like a chicken guy, so I never go for like a burger. Like Five Guys is good, but I will go to Chick-fil-A or Popeyes any day over like a burger
Mhm.
place.
Popeyes is good.
Sure.
You guys
Popeyes
mess
is
with
good.
Popeyes? Like I'm so glad
Mhm.
because the general population has no idea how good Popeyes is, especially like around me. Like no one's even tried it. And I had one by my old work, and I would probably go at least once a week. Like their sandwiches, phenomenal. Their nuggets, amazing. Like it's so good. The most like seasoned chicken out there. It's
It's
delicious.
crazy. Yeah, I just
Mhm.
love spicy food too. So
I like spicy food as well, but for some reason I never really gravitated towards like spicy chicken sandwiches. I would always
no,
just stick with the regular ones.
nah, spicy's the go-to.
Yeah. Now you're kind of speaking my language, though. Daddy's been making lots of chicken tenders lately, so
Yeah, you said you made
uh,
tenders tonight. Like, did you bread them or did
yeah.
you deep fry them or how'd you do it?
Yeah, so Mr. Tom Walsh taught me how to do this, but I decided I didn't like part of his recipe, so I decided to branch out and be my own man.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, so his thing was Quest chips as the
Oh yeah,
breading.
I think I've
And
seen that.
yeah, Quest chips are good and all, but man, they're kind of expensive. So
They're like $2 a bag, aren't they? They're very
yeah, for a
expensive.
little baby bag, yeah. So it's not my forte. So it's literally just take your chicken breast and cut it up, and then put it in some flour, put it in some egg whites, and then dip it in the Quest chips.
Gotcha.
But instead of Quest chips, I just switched it to regular panko. That's been fine. No issues with that. And I found out that if I put it in like one of my meal prep bowls that have a lid on it, you can like put the flour in there and then put the chicken in there, put the lid on, and just shake the shit out of it, and it really coats it well.
Oh, I think they have like, have you seen the like automatic coder or something? There's some like infomercial product that's exactly like what you're saying, where
Really.
it's like a compartment like plastic kind of Tupperware thing, and yeah, it does exactly what you say. You put like the breading in one side and like chicken on the other, and you like shake it up, and it comes out like perfectly breaded.
Huh.
From what I've seen, I've never
Yeah.
used it though. I don't know. Infomercials don't tend to be
Sure.
the most accurate though.
Yeah,
Right.
they tend to
Right.
pull your leg a little bit. No, I mean it was life changing. It probably figured out something a fucking caveman figured out very long time ago. But I was super
Yeah.
excited about this, and because they were pretty messy to make, and I didn't like that. I hate getting my hands gross, so I literally bought like food gloves, like gloves that you see at a hospital,
No,
and
Like
I'm with
latex.
you. Like people make fun of me, so
yeah,
every once in a while I'll like work on cars, like my dirt bike, and I always wear gloves,
mhm,
dude, because it takes me like 10 minutes of scrubbing my hands to get all the grease off, and it's like, or I could just wear some black like latex gloves and be perfectly fine after. So yeah, I'm
exactly.
I'm a huge fan of wearing gloves, doing like everything.
Good, because I feel like a
Sanitary,
pussy
too.
when I do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
went. So.
Yeah, screw your sanitation. Anyways, but like when you put them in flour, your fingers get coated. Then you put them in egg white, then they get sticky, and then you put it in the panko. So
That's why you do like a wet hand and a dry hand. From what I've seen, you like use one hand for dry, one hand for wet,
Oh,
so you prevent that.
that's smart.
wow.
That's
Yeah,
smart.
I used
Yeah.
to watch a lot of cooking videos. I still do, so like that's always like a tip I've heard. But
Huh.
I would always still
Mm,
get my hands pretty messy too, so I can't.
yeah.
Maybe I just haven't mastered the technique or whatever.
Yeah, and plus there's so many like little tendies that you got to do it with, so it takes a
Yeah.
long time. So I just grab some tongs and then just pile it in the bowl and shake it all up. Goes a lot faster. Also air fryer, that's another big one.
Oh yeah, game changer.
That's a game changer. You talked about blenders a lot on
Mhm.
your show. The Ninja blenders, I think, is the
Yeah,
one you
that's
like.
the one I
Yep,
use.
yep. So that thing is crazy. Yeah, it's literally made a lot of life changes. Your channel and other channels, and it's literally
Thank you.
doing absolutely, yeah, no problem. It's doing absolutely nothing for my weight. So I feel better though, just because I'm lying to myself. But
That's good.
That's so funny.
yeah.
Have you
No,
been
but
trying to lose weight, or what's the
probably since
holdup?
I was 4 years old, I think I've been trying
So it's
to
been
lose
something
weight.
since for a while. So
Yeah,
what's holding you
yeah.
up from actually doing it, or like from you achieving results?
Um, I don't even know if I want to give you an excuse.
Is
Um,
it? Do you count your calories and macros?
I did for a while.
Mhm.
I really got into it. Like I learned a lot about just again from your channel about just counting calories and calories in and calories out, and that's definitely been helpful. But I think the biggest thing is like you make a lot of good recipes and all these other guys make good recipes, but
Mhm.
at the end of the day, when daddy puts in an 8 hour day and then heads over to the gym and works out for an hour and a half, and I come home, I don't want to cook. Like, I don't. And so, I mean, Burger King's right there, and I
Yeah.
love me some BK. So that was the thing is like, even your recipes are pretty quick. Like, they don't
Yeah,
take
I
that
try
much
to
time.
stick to a lot, like most of my recipes, I try to stick to very simple. Like the ones I actually eat and implement on like a daily basis, I really only spend like my like general rule is like less than 12 minutes, like total
Mm-hmm.
cooking time. But like obviously, if you do that like
Mm-hmm.
4 times a day, that does add up. So that's why like when I did have my job, I would
Mm-hmm.
prepare like a ton of food, and I would probably take, I think, close to 2,000 calories of food to work. But I would bring like couple Greek yogurts, like protein bar. I would bring basically two lunches. One would just be like a microwavable, um, like rice bowl from Costco, and then the other would be like some
Mm-hmm.
actual meal prep. But my meal prep was the same every week, and it was literally just pasta and like meatballs. And just because it was so
Mm-hmm.
easy to make, I throw in pasta like for the whole week, and then I let that cook, and then 9 minutes later I throw in like frozen meatballs, and then just like you know, put it together. And that was like, I could meal prep for a week in less than, 15 minutes. And like 9 minutes of that was cooking time. So I'm totally with you
Mm-hmm.
on like saving time, like, because a lot of those recipes are very like elaborate and do take a while. And I think that's like
Yep.
just not super realistic for the most people because, like you said, you put in like all this time at work or whatever, and then you get home and last thing you want to do is spend like an hour and a half cooking and cleaning and
Cooking,
doing all that
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speed is like a very like high priority of mine as well when it comes to food.
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. And I think another thing is it's just like counting calories for me just got super fucking exhausting
Yeah.
after a while, especially when there's so much snacking that you do throughout the day that you don't even think about. You're like,
Mhm.
you want to grab like a handful of M&Ms and that's it. And you're like, well, fuck, I'm just going to add 600 calories just in case. And then you go over by 2,500 calories. So, I mean
Yeah.
that's the big thing though. But the thing that's been helping me out a lot is I've lost I've been losing weight pretty good because at work, and I know you're gonna hate this because I watch a lot of your videos. I don't eat at all.
At all at
Um,
work? What about before work?
Nope.
No, you don't eat till like what, 5, 6 p.m.?
Something like that.
That's crazy.
Dude, it's been working. I mean, when you're a hefty sumbitch like I am, I mean, your body just starts eating its fat pretty quickly, and you
Yeah,
survive after that.
I guess you're right. Dang, so you must slam in the calories after work then, right? You must just go in.
Well, yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. Damn.
Well, because if
No,
you're not eating till 6 p.m. and, I assume like your BMI or whatever is at least like 2,500 or so, you got to be 2,500 calories. And, what time do you go to bed? Like midnight?
like
Midnight
10?
30.
yeah, later
So
than
from
that.
like 6 to 10, you're smacking in 2,500 calories. That's a lot. Like, I'm surprised you don't get full after like one meal, because that's got to
No,
be a couple meals.
Yeah, no, and the thing is like I don't eat as much either. I've noticed too. So like you hit the nail on the head there, where you're like you get full. I definitely do. I usually do cut myself off, for eating at a certain time, but like yeah, no. Tonight I had some of those chickens and then one of those sandwiches, and that was it. Like that's all I've eaten today. With everything, and I feel full. Yeah, no, and that's been helping me. So it's nice that as long as I don't smack like 3,000 calories down between 6 and 8 p.m., I'm it's been working pretty good.
Nice. So have you been losing weight recently, or?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So at least you found something that works for you. But
Yeah.
what makes you not want to or just not have any breakfast at all? Is it just time?
It's so I can eat more during the day.
I see.
Yeah.
Solid.
I love breakfast. I definitely do, but it's just like I can get up and smash 2 bowls of cereal, and
cereal goes down so easy. Like
it does
Dangerous.
very quickly too. Yeah, it's bad. So no, I mean, but that when you were like, "What's your reason for it?" I didn't want to give you one. Like, I'm gonna be honest with my boy here. I'm fucking lazy. I don't have an excuse. Now, Bert here is gonna give you every excuse ever.
That's the best excuse, of just being honest and being like, oh, I'm lazy, I don't want to do it. I'd rather hear that than like, I just, no time, or, the kids or whatever. I love
no
people
time,
who are, like,
yep.
honest.
Okay,
I hear that
buddy.
one a lot. Yeah, don't have time for this. Yeah, okay, buddy. But yeah, no, it's been working good. So usually at work I'll have like coffee, and then I have breath mints at work, if you want to count them as my food. And another thing, I think it was those Fiber One bars that are like 70 calories.
Oh yeah, those brownies are delicious.
Yeah,
yep.
So I have a big box of those. So I've been having a coffee and one of those bars and some breath mints at lunch. That's it, and it's been
and you
working
don't feel
good now.
hungry at all, just like no.
I didn't say
either.
that. I didn't say that. Yeah, Daddy gets pretty hungry. Yeah, it's funny. It's like I'll sit there with my tummy grumbling, and I'm like, "Yeah, you hungry bitch, take that." Not feeding your ass, fuck you. So, yeah, no, I mean I do get hungry, but not really a whole lot of side effects. I'll try to eat something light before we go to the gym or something, or before a sports game that I'll play, but need some little energy in a tank. But it's been working the past few weeks. You hit a number on the scale, and you're like, nah, nope,
that's not right.
Nah, not doing that. No, this shit needs to knock the fuck off.
Yeah.
This ain't fun anymore.
Yeah. So how long? So you said you initially said you haven't lost any weight, but then you said you did. How long have you been consistently losing weight?
Yeah, the past few weeks I definitely have been. Yeah, but before I wasn't keeping track of anything. Now the weekends, that's when I do some sinning for sure. Yeah,
do some damage.
Yeah, yeah. So, going out with the family or going over to their place or with the girlfriend or something like that, and I don't hold back with that. So, it's been good. But another thing is, and goddamn, I hate to say it because it sounds like I'm tooting my own horn or blowing my own cock, but I also played college football, and I work out a lot, so I'm a pretty just thick man in general.
Mhm.
So I would lie to myself like, oh, I can bench 300 and some pounds. That's why the scale is so heavy. But I was just lying to myself. Like
That's a
that's
lot of
all it
weight though to
was.
move around. 300 pounds is no joke.
Yeah. Bert can bench more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
very impressive. I would love that. My like whole not life goal, that sounds vain, but like my gym goal is like to bench 3 plates. That's like my before I die, I'd like to do that. I think I can do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's more than Bert. He can't even do one plate on each side right now. So I was
Nope.
just fibbing with you, Blake.
Oh damn! I thought you guys were
Yeah.
power lifters over here or something.
Yeah,
Tanked.
yeah. No, I've been weightlifting my whole life and everything. Bert's
Basically
Bert's
just started.
Oh,
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. At 37 years old.
Hey, it's never too
Not
late.
quite.
I always thought I was late starting, and I started at 18. I was like, oh, I wish I started sooner. And now that I look back, it's like, oh shit,
That's
I
not
started
bad.
pretty young. You know,
Yeah.
like I know a lot of people who start older, and I look back now, and it's like, well, thank God I started when I did, because like I don't know, I've got like years of progress under my belt, and I look at like other people who are new to the gym, you know, and it's like, oh, I did
mhm,
like all the hard work, and now I can like quote unquote like reap the benefits of it. It's nice.
Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
it's nice in between sets and stuff. Burger here has 300 on, and then we got to take it all off.
Oh, do some
Put
nice
on.
cardio and changing all the
Yes.
weights out. That's funny.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen a little bit though. I mean, I think I went from like 25 up to 30 now, so that's
Oh yeah,
nice.
there you go. I mean, a little progress is amazing. Like if you do, you know, I went to lift with my brother a while back, and he was bummed because he only like PR'd like 5 pounds in a month. And I was like, dude, that's 5 pounds in a month. That's 60 pounds a year. If you can keep that up, like that's crazy progress. Even though it doesn't seem like, 5 pounds a month doesn't seem like much, but if you can consistently do that, it adds up quick. It's not like
Mhm.
obviously it's not like a marathon, or it's not like a sprint. It's a
Yeah.
marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
True.
All
True.
right, Bert, go ahead. Start asking him your questions. He was scared to ask
Well,
you this, but
I
Yeah,
know
let's
while
hear it.
we're on the topic,
Oh, about the well, I got a couple questions actually while we're talking about diets and stuff.
Yeah.
So I've actually been I'm sure you've seen it just online and everything, but I've started drinking kachava.
No, I had no idea
No,
what that is.
it's
How do you
just kind
spell
of
it? Let me look it up.
K
it's
A
something Bert made up.
C
Kachava.
Chava.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have not heard of this stuff at all.
No, it's
Let me
kind of
look
like
this up.
Wow, the nutrition narc has not heard of your diet, Bert.
yeah,
Nice.
it's like some
Must be
special
shit.
vegan superfood.
Oh, wow.
blend thing.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of smoothie thing. You recently started taking this
Yeah.
or drinking it? How do you
Yeah.
like it?
It's
Yeah, he
pretty
definitely
good.
started taking it.
Yeah. No, it's pretty good. It's kind of like a. So I used to have it for breakfast, and then I noticed I'm like, holy crap. I mean, I'd like to say that that's the reason.
Holy crap! In what way? Like it was making you super horny, or
Well, I did that
what do
in
you
the
mean?
gym, and I feel like I put on like weight pretty quickly. So I don't know if it's
Got you.
because I was used to fasting because I never really ate breakfast.
Yeah, if you were fasting before the gym, like any sort of nutrients going in will definitely you'll see a huge performance boost. My like pre-workout like nutrition is pretty regimented, and I notice like a huge difference if I don't have it like the same meal at like the exact same time. Like I used to have like go out for lunch for work every once in a while, and
Hmm.
even that like having a high I always noticed having a high fat lunch would completely affect my workouts negatively. It was crazy.
Interesting. Interesting.
I think it's just because it would like sit in my stomach for so long or something. But yeah, if I went out for lunch, I would have like I would never like PR in the gym. It would always be like not a trash workout, but just kind of like it would never be great.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if it's a bad idea to continue to fast through the workout, like to
I
just
would
not
say
do anything beforehand.
yeah, 100%. If like, I think pre-workout nutrition is like the most important like meal of the day. Like all your like nutrition and like meals and calories and food leading up to your workout is like the most important, part of
Hmm.
the day. Yeah, like I said, I take mine like very seriously. So at like the very least, I would just throw in like a banana and like a couple rice cakes before you go into the gym. At least something to like put your stomach at ease. Like if I'm hungry going into a lift, like it's done for. Like I'm so like mentally out of it.
Oh, I could
You
see
know what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah.
Like it just throws off my mind at like the
Yeah.
very least, let alone like the actual like performance benefits. But yeah, I would highly suggest you getting like some sort of, like carbohydrates like quick digesting, like a banana or, like some rice cakes before the gym for sure. I think you would see it a huge improvement boost, as well as like water as well. Like I hyper hydrate
I do drink
before
a
I go to the
lot,
gym,
but
and like around the gym. Like I probably pee 3 to 4 times a day, or 3 to 4 times during my lift at least.
hmm.
Wow.
Because I think I've heard like muscular strength is closely related to like muscular hydration. So you
Oh,
do not want to go in dehydrated for sure.
interesting. Yeah, I definitely think I'm good at hydrating, but
You don't
We're gonna have
drink
to
at
now.
all during the workout.
I stop by the water fountain every once in a while.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I have
Um,
like a hydro flask I bring with me every workout,
Yeah,
and I probably go through two 40 ounces during the workout.
I should
Like
probably
in
bring
between
one.
every set. Like I'm just like sipping. And it's weird too, because like I was like, oh, maybe I'm going overboard. And then I didn't like the water fountain at the gym broke, and I was like thirsty after like 2 sets. I was like dying. I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. I was like, oh, whoops,
uh-huh.
like my body's gotten so used to it.
Hmm.
Well, here's the thing, Blake. I love my baby cousin very dearly. I really do. But this motherfucker is the least physical person you have ever met in
Correct.
your entire life. When he wanted to grow up, he wanted to work for GameStop. That was how hard he set
Shooting
his
for
Dream
buy.
the
chasing.
stars.
And he's
Yes.
probably walked maybe 3 miles in his entire life.
That's
So this guy literally has never in his life worked out ever.
Mhm.
So that's why when he stands up too fast, it's a PR for him.
funny.
Yes.
So yeah, so his situation is a little bit different. Bird is so out of shape, in fact, that he did like a physical test at a gym to figure out like where he's at for levels and everything, and he blacked out. Just
It was scary. I was
Are
like
you serious? You
still
like blacked out?
I was still
Yeah.
okay. I was like going around. We were doing. It was a very long like trainer workout, and
you don't have to start painting the scene here. It was
Yeah.
literally just a physical test here, Bert.
yeah, I guess so.
He likes
Yeah,
to
he was,
act
like,
like he
writing
just got
down-
off a helicopter from Vietnam War and everything like that, and just went straight into
I was
push-ups.
tearing
and
it
shit.
up. Yeah, dude, that was actually back in the day when I could do push-ups. I got a couple
Yeah,
in.
on your knees. But anyways,
Yes.
continue.
Yes, but anyway, we were doing this whole regiment, and I did the leg press. I think is what it was, and I didn't drink any water like the whole fucking day. And then he's like, "Okay, Bert, on to the next one." And I stood up way too fast, and my eyes went black.
That's so funny.
I was still
That'll
awake
do
though.
it.
I was still awake.
You just couldn't see. You just went
No,
blind.
I couldn't see. My eyes were like, I went blind. And the
That's
guy's like,
scary.
"Hey, come on." I'm like, "You're not gonna believe this, buddy, but I can't see anything."
That's so wild. I've never experienced anything like that. But
Every time
Yeah,
I
it's
explain it to
you must have
people,
been
they're
going
like,
real
"What
hard
the
though. You
fuck?"
must know how to push yourself.
Oh, I was going hard. He had to walk me over to the water fountain, pat my back. It was an experience.
Well,
it
I
was
mean,
horrifying.
that's cool you started. I know a lot of people would go their whole life without working out. They would never give it a shot, you know. Everyone's has like different upbringings, and whatnot. So it's cool, at 37 you got in the gym. That takes a lot of balls.
It does.
It does.
Yeah,
It really does.
Like doing stuff you're no good at and are new to sucks. Like especially when you like get older too. Like you're not
Yeah.
12 anymore, and it's like you're supposed to be new at this. Like people expect you to be like good at everything by the
True.
time you're 30 or whatever. So it takes a lot of courage to do that.
True.
Yeah, well, anyways, this gay small victory talk ain't gonna work with me. You're just a pussy, Bert.
It's a little funny. I'm glad you got your water intake up. Have you blacked out since?
I haven't actually.
Oh,
Sometimes
no.
I almost feel it. Sometimes when I stand up from the bench too fast, but I think
That's
I'm good.
crazy.
I don't know if it's
I know
like
that's
not low blood pressure or something. I don't know what it is. My blood pressure's fine, but
something
He
that
blacks out
helps
all the
you.
time when we drink too. So
I
it's-
do. It's bad.
Hey, same. One thing that helps, I don't know about like helps with that, but I've noticed like instead of staying on the machine, especially like leg press, like in between each set, no matter what it is, I try to like get up and walk around a little, especially when I'm hitting legs. Like if you're on the leg extension
Oh.
machine, in between each set, just like walk around and like I don't know what it does, like just readjust your blood to the right areas, I guess. Because if you're, like sitting down or something,
Oh,
like it
yeah.
could get in weird areas. So yeah, I would highly
Clump
suggest
up
like
on you.
standing up and walking around for in between sets for a little bit. Maybe prevent another blackout or two.
Yeah.
Or just go outside and walk
That
around
that could
and
help.
Yeah.
get
That
some
could help.
fresh air. Yeah, that's a good start. Yeah, you don't know him like I do, Blake. You would understand.
I am a
But he
special
has been
boy.
working out. He has been coming, and it's gonna stop here in a few weeks because he was gonna go back to college, and
Oh,
he very much will not work out again the entire time. He says he's got buddies that'll work out with him. They
I
won't.
think so. I just
Nah.
the way
For
I
a couple weeks,
rationalize
maybe.
it here in town is there's a lot of old people at this town. I'm just
mhm.
chilling. Like that's how I rationalize it.
Planet Fitness.
Yeah, I
There's
There's
know,
old
but
people at all of them.
I have a gym on campus and it's
Yeah,
closed
the
to the
legit one.
public.
Most colleges do,
So it's
Mhm.
only going to be college age people and now I have
and that's
higher
going to be worse
standards.
for you.
I know it's going to be spooky.
It's going to be worse for you. There's actually going to be really attractive girls there, and you're going to be like, no.
Yeah.
That was me when I was in college. I had a public speaking class, and it was all just fine ass babes, and I was like, oh my god, it made it so much more nerve wracking to do like speeches because we used to have to like get up in front of the class, obviously like dressed up in a suit and tie, looking goofy as hell, and we used to have to give a speech on like fucking sneakers or like cars or some shit, and like
Yep.
it was just all like tens in the audience, and it was so nerve wracking, dude. I was like, dude, I cannot stutter. I cannot
You're
stutter. So
done.
I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least you didn't pop a Woody like Bert did. So
I don't do that.
that's an improvement. So, couple of things. You definitely introduced the walking on an incline treadmill into my life. I thank you for that, Blake. I've noticed
Easiest
that's been
cardio.
Yep, I've noticed that's a huge trend on TikTok. So I'm going to say you started that, Blake.
Yeah, I was the
with
first
everything.
person to press the incline button on the treadmill. Yep.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
walk, seriously. The dude, I literally just pull out my phone and just grind Clash Royale the entire time, and then I look up and 20 minutes goes by. So
Yeah, literally whatever
it's
you can do. I watch like TikToks. I'll like edit some videos. I'll talk to my friend.
Edit
It goes by
videos.
so quick,
holy
especially
crap.
if you can do like I always usually I stick to a speed and incline that's like comfortable for me that feels like I can do it forever. And then I just like go,
Mhm.
long. Because I've done s- uh like usually I'll do 10 incline, 2.5 speed, and I feel like I can go there
Mhm.
forever with like barely breaking a sweat. But
Oh,
as soon as I increase the
yeah.
incline to like lately I've been doing 15 just because I'm getting to like the end of my like cut, and it's like brutal. It's
Mhm.
like, oh my god, when is this over? Like 20 minutes feels like an hour. Like I looked down today and it was 10 minutes and I was already like sweating and huffing and puffing. But as far as like
Mhm.
if I reduce it to like a 10 incline, it just seems easy and I'll go forever. Like no big deal.
Mhm.
Hmm. I actually tried 10 and 2.5 today.
Yeah,
I
it
think
wasn't bad, right?
I made it about 10 minutes and then my
Yeah,
calves started to kind
and
of
then started
lose
burning
it.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are pussies.
Yeah, what do you do? 3-3,
Uh
3:15.
yeah, that's literally what I do.
I
Yeah.
have heard people do that. That is way too fast. Maybe it's because I'm short. I'm only 5'8", so maybe you got longer strides than me.
A little bit.
It's not easy, gorgeous, by any means. So I'm really big on like getting things down in a certain amount of time. So like I try to
Mhm.
get a mile at a certain speed. So I've gotten a
Gotcha.
mile a couple times at under 20 minutes at 15 incline, and that it literally just
That's
wrecks you.
cooking. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
gotta be like
it
three and
kicks
a half
your
speed,
ass.
something like that.
Yeah, no, and then usually I get too close, so it'll be 19 minutes, and I'm at like 0.95, and I'm like, fuck, daddy's got to hustle. So I bump that shit up
Bump
at
it up.
15 incline to like 6 speed.
Ooh, that's so fast. That's what I used to do on the I used to do the stair stepper before I figured out the incline treadmill. And I used to put
Mm-hmm.
it on so I was literally like running up the stairs almost. Like I was literally like
Yeah.
jogging
Fuck.
and I would like sweat, like drip sweat. I don't know why I did that. And like I would
Yeah.
have people come up to me all the time and be like, "Damn, you're cooking. You're going real fast." It's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get this over with." But I don't know. I like it was
Mm-hmm.
brutal because I hated it and I wasn't even doing it right because I would put my hands on the
Uh,
like little bars too. So it's like I might as well
Uh-huh.
just go slow and not put my hands on and burn the same amount of
Mm-hmm.
calories. Just
Mm-hmm.
creating extra work for myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I try so desperately not to grab the treadmill and playing Clash definitely helps that. But there'll be times where I go too hard and I'm like, if I don't grab this right fucking
I'm gonna
now.
die.
Yeah.
I think I heard a stat where it can like reduce the caloric burn by like up to 30%.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy. I
Holding
didn't even
that
like
bar.
realize. I was like, whoa. Yeah, holding the bar.
Dang.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing with the stair stepper too, where I would go hard, like try to get 100 floors in under 20 minutes or something. And I did it pretty successfully, but my hands were on the bar the entire time.
Yeah,
Every time I did stair stepper, I never took my hands off that fucking bar. I literally held onto it so much that it was like an upper body workout as well. Like
I was the
same
same way,
crazy.
and I would end up getting like wrist pain because like it's kind of awkward holding your hands on like an inclined railing or handle for 20 minutes or so, and especially when like you're putting a ton of your body weight on there. So yeah, my wrists would literally hurt after like a cardio session, and luckily like my roommate turned me on to the incline treadmill, and I was like, all right, I'm never looking back.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's definitely fun. So usually what I do is I go at it for about 20 minutes at 15 incline, jump back and forth between 2.5 to 3 speed. I try to do 3 as long as I can, then bump it back to 2.8, and then bump up to 3, and then it was too fucking hard, and then it's back to 1 or something. So, and then like the last 10 minutes, I'll flatten her out and jog it out and everything like that. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been working pretty good. And then
that is no easy cardio at all. That's some tough cardio. You must be sweating.
Yeah, no, I mean I definitely sweat my ass off with everything. I try to get today. I actually got 2 miles in, so that was pretty cool.
We were on there for like 40 minutes. 45 minutes?
33, I think it was, yeah. Because I flatten it out, so then it's just a normal speed where I'm jogging and shit. So it's not 40-some minutes on a fucking 15 incline, but...
I remember when I was, like, really deep into, like, my cut right after college, and I just, like, had nothing else to do. I was, like, all heartbroken, like, my girlfriend broke up with me. I used to go to the gym and hit the stair stepper and watch, like, a episode of Breaking Bad. It was like 48 minutes. And I don't know how I did that. Like I did that like a lot of days, and it would just be like nothing else to do. So I might as well just like watch a movie or a 48-minute episode and just like go back home and sleep and like come back later and go lift.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I've never been the type of person that can like watch YouTube or Netflix or anything like that because I'm just dying too much. But Clash Royale does it for me.
It's hard.
I'm literally hunched over like the fucking Hunchback from Notre Dame, like fucking playing this game. And
I know what you mean. I need like a high stimulus when I am doing cardio too, because I've tried to watch YouTube videos and I'm the same way. Like it needs to be faster. Like it needs to be like I'm just not getting enough information to distract me, I think. And so what I do this even when I'm not doing cardio either, is I watch pretty much all YouTube videos in 2 times speed, and people think I'm like weird as hell. Like it's just like it's like give me more information like faster. So yeah, pretty much there's a very few videos that I watch at normal speed. I don't know, I'm weird.
Dude, yeah, you probably actually look like a fucking spaz. So you're on a 15 incline at a high speed, eyes fucking wide open, bloodshot, staring at your phone as it's going 90 miles an hour on the fucking video as well.
I know, it cracks me up when like every once in a while I'll be like around people when I'm like watching a video and they'll be like, how the hell do you even understand this? Like what the fuck are you doing, dude? You're weird. And I was like, I don't know, dude. I just like because if it's too slow I don't pay attention. And it's like, come on, get the fucking point, like speak faster or some shit, I think it started when in college one of my professors had his lectures online.
Oh my god.
And obviously I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to like listen to an hour of this fucking nerd lecture about static. So I would just like bump that shit up to like 2.5 speed and just like or 1.5 speed, and I would just like take notes and like listen and get it done 50% faster.
Yeah.
I think that's how it started.
That is important. I had a professor who normally talked at about like half speed. And when you bumped it up to 2 times, it sounded like a normal person.
Normal.
Like,
there are some people like that, especially on YouTube, where it's like, dude, you're talking like in slow motion. Like I feel you. Like 2 times speed is like normal. Like I honestly sometimes wish that YouTube would allow you to go faster than 2, but they cap you at 2.
Like,
sometimes every once in a while I do that shit when cause like my basic, like my standard is 2 times speed. Like most videos just like autoplay at that. And sometimes I'll start a video and I'll be like, is this like, did it fucking change to 1 time speed or what when I wasn't looking? And I check and it's like, oh, nope, still 2. This dude is just like half stroked out, like can barely like form a word. Like, so I totally feel you on that one. It's funny.
Yeah. No, but the crazy thing with all of it though is just like the workout that you get from it though. I mean, I tell people like my buddy Tater, I say, yeah, I just got done walking that incline. He's like, walking? I'm like, listen, bitch, you give her a whirl and you see how bad this is. I mean, it's
even regular walking
terrible.
on a flat, like people don't realize a lot of people don't realize you burn about the same amount of calories in a mile, no matter how hard you go. If you're running, walking, jogging, it's about 100 calories a mile per 160-pound person, just like a general rule of thumb. So it's about the same no matter how fast you go. So if you just want to go on a nice leisurely walk at night, you can burn an easy 100 calories doing a mile, and not even break a sweat.
That's what I want to do one time is just go to the gym and like bump it up to like the 1 or 2 incline, because they say once it's at like 1.5 or something, that's like walking outside or something, and just walk on the treadmill and fucking watch porn or something. I don't know, but I want to just see how far I can go. Now, when you how many times do you do it? Like when you are giving your workouts on doing 15 incline 2.5 speed, what is the frequency that you usually do that for? Like how many times a week?
Usually I try to do it year round. I get in a rhythm like every once in a while where it just like becomes common nature. So I'm really lucky now to have like more free time. So I would say after almost every single workout, usually after every workout, it's something like casual. So it's like when I'm not cutting, it's usually 10 to 20 minutes at 2.5 speed, 10 incline, which is like real casual for me. Usually I just, go on my phone, kind of decompress, cool down, maybe like upload some videos, respond to some comments. So I pretty much do that almost every day. I would say 6 days a week at minimum if I am like in the gym for 7 days or so. And it's just because I like mostly enjoy it. But now since I'm doing like cutting, I'm trying to lose more weight. I was like supposed to do an hour of cardio a day. So I used to wake up and do like fasted cardio for like 20 minutes, like 2.5 speed, 10 incline. And then it just got to the point where like I feel like if I do cardio in the morning, it would give me like crazy brain fogs and I would like be out of it for like the whole day. So I kind of cut that out. And now what I've been doing like just this week is about 30 minutes after I work out, 2.5 speed, 15 incline, and that kind of kills me. Like I got done with that today, and I was like, holy shit, I need some food, so I like smacked a fruit roll up. But yeah, I would say most days, most days, dieting or not, 10 to 20 minutes, just because I don't know, it lets me eat a little more throughout the day, and I enjoy it, and maybe it does a little bit for my heart too.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That was a stupid question. So,
I just get in like a rhythm where it's like second nature to me, and it's just like it doesn't even like I don't like hate it, because I like 2.5 speed 10 incline is pretty much just like chilling. Like I'm just not really breaking a sweat, just cruising. So it's not like I'm putting in like much effort. I don't like claim to be like a crazy grinder or anything. It's just like something simple to me.
Yeah. So, I want to ask you one more question, and then I want to kind of ask other stuff besides nutrition. There's a lot more to this man than nutrition for sure.
Yeah, ask me anything.
Don't you dare say that on the show. No. Diet soda.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. Blake gets so many fucking death threats from diet soda.
Yep.
Holy shit. This motherfucker loves his diet pop. And boy, do the comments disagree with this guy. Holy shit. You have actually, I don't want to say hooked is the right word, but most of the soda I buy for my house is diet or zero. I never bought pop to begin with for my house, but I literally, like just do Coke Zero, like cherry Coke Zero or Diet Dr. Pepper or something like that. So your videos have convinced me that that's what I want. I still like the other stuff. I know you had a video to where like you said your taste palette or whatever only wants diet now or something like that.
I've adjusted it to, just like diet is the standard,
Yeah. So I definitely still like the regular stuff, and I'll get the regular stuff if I'm out and about. But as far as at home, I'll do like one diet soda, maybe two, and I don't feel so guilty about it because, of course, aspartame makes you retarded. So that's what everyone told me, and Blake's like, "Listen, pussies, you're wrong."
Yeah, and it's so crazy how like the general consensus is like so wrong on it because I was in the same boat before I like got into all this stuff
Same,
and
yeah.
actually looked at the research and studies. I was like, I would look at my friends drinking, energy drinks and diet sodas and be like, oh, this stuff is like worse for you than regular soda because that's just what I've heard over the years. And then I actually
Mm-hmm.
looked into it and like read the studies and stuff and I was like, oh shit, like this stuff is actually fine to use because like one of the biggest things I heard was like diet soda is 99% water. So it's like how
Mm-hmm.
much bad stuff could they possibly be putting in, the 1%?
Sure.
And now obviously like they could be putting like poison in there, but like not only that, but like all the other studies where it shows like
Wouldn't care.
yeah, like 99% water. Like, come on now. Like, people don't realize that. And they're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, whoa. Like, I didn't even realize. I thought it was, 80 grams of sugar in this 300-gram can or, something
Mm-hmm.
like that. And I looked at all the studies about, like, what really, like, convinced me was looking at the studies that show, like, the negative effects of aspartame and, like, how bogus the studies were. And I was like, whoa,
Mm-hmm.
like, a lot of them say that people who drink diet soda are more likely to get cancer and like all these other effects and like blah
Yep.
blah blah. And which while that is true, like correlation does not mean causation. And then like in the same study, they'd be like, okay, on average, the diet soda consumer was more overweight. They were less likely to eat like a high protein
Mm-hmm.
diet. They were less likely to work out. Basically, all the negatives. And you're like, oh, no wonder why like more people who
Yep.
drink diet soda are more likely to, get cancer. It's because they're more likely to have like other unhealthy aspects of their life. It's not the diet soda that it's doing that. And that you see that all the time through like, just day-to-day life. You go out and look at how many times you see like thin fit people drinking diet soda. Like very rarely. It's still mostly like overweight people.
Mm-hmm.
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 So
Yeah.
that's what like really convinced me.
Yeah, I saw a video where it said something about how this one woman lost so much weight when she stopped drinking diet soda,
Hmm.
and then literally just went into how she changed every single like aspect of her
Everything else,
life.
yeah.
And yeah, that, and just was like, yo, what
Nice.
was the diet soda?
And even like other times, like I've had like other creators, like that dude Santa Cruz Medicinals, he was like a huge anti-diet
Mm-hmm.
soda guy. And he
Mm-hmm.
like made a full video like calling me out and all this stuff and like linking the study. And then I actually read
Mm-hmm.
the study and it was like bogus. And I was like, oh, like no wonder like you think this, but like did you actually read it? Like it was the same
Mm-hmm.
thing where it was like correlation does not mean causation. Like this is not proving that diet soda is bad. And like all this
Mm-hmm.
other stuff. And there's just like a bunch of like controversy. But if you actually read the studies and like look at them like in depth, and I'm not like I wish I was better at reading studies because there's still some stuff I don't understand. But it's like,
Yeah.
if you look at this, you can clearly tell that this is like biased or not like 100% like foolproof study.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember one of the studies you said they injected like aspartame
Mhm.
directly into like a rat's fucking head or something, and you're like, yeah, that's not how we drink diet soda.
Yeah, that's one of like the most common ones that like people quote, like the general population quote was to be like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
look at this one. They say that a lot, and it's like, well,
Mm-hmm.
like it's 1,000 times the regular dose, and we have this thing called like
Mm-hmm.
the blood-brain barrier. We don't like consume aspartame like this, so yeah, it's not really, not
Yeah.
really a valid study, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Usually, I just need like something to quench the hole kind of thing, and then once she's quenched, I don't need any more. So
Mhm.
if I can do it with diet soda, it works out good. Now I don't like diet Coke or diet Pepsi. Those ones I just do not like. My
Really,
mom and grandma drank that my whole entire life growing up, and I can do one once in a while,
They're
but I
gross.
yeah, I'm definitely grossed out by them for the most part. But like Diet DP or the Cherry Zero stuff,
yeah, Dr. Pepper's good.
yeah, I think you said like Diet. Was it? Did you say Diet Dr Pepper is like your favorite or something
Diet
like
Dr.
that? Or
Pepper cream soda is up there.
that's
That's
the
why
I
cream
that's
see.
what
soda. That's what
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, I
I really try
remember.
to stay away from a lot of the colas though, because unfortunately they have like caffeine in them, and I really try to be
Mm-hmm.
kind of like mindful of my caffeine intake, especially at night, of course. Like if I
Mm-hmm.
could easily
Yep.
down two Diet Cokes at night, and that's 120 milligrams of caffeine, which is like, a cup and a half of coffee. And it's like,
Mhm.
dang, it's like I really like try to be mindful of my sleep as well. So it's like, dang,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to
Mhm.
have this much caffeine, especially like late at night, right before
Right
I go
before
to bed.
bed. Yeah.
And so I mostly stick
Mhm.
to like clear ones, and like, my favorite is like Diet Sprite or Diet Ginger Ale, but definitely like Diet
Mhm.
That
Coke is
sounds
good.
good. What the hell? They don't
Yeah,
have
Diet
Diet
Ginger Ale is the
Ginger Ale,
best.
you liar.
They do. Diet Canada
No, they
Dry. It's
don't.
my number one. It's the most
Okay.
like, to me, it's the most like potent, most carbonated, most like
Yeah.
flavorful one out there. If you can find it, it's really good stuff. Or
Dude.
even like the Mountain Dew makes some good ones, like their flavored the ones, the Baja
Oh.
Blast Zero Sugar and the Major Melon Zero Sugar are both top tier diet sodas. But the same thing with those, they have like 70 milligrams of caffeine, and it's like, this sucks.
Mhm.
Like I really try to, be wary of it, because I think a lot of people have like, not problems, but a lot of people take like a ton of caffeine, like more than like the
Oh yeah.
recommended daily amount. And I try to like, I want my caffeine intake like centered around my workout, because I want to have like the biggest performance boost. So I just try to take like
Sure.
all my caffeine like pre-workout, and I want to have it like hit hard. So if I drink like a ton of diet sodas, it's gonna like or a ton of diet sodas with caffeine, it almost like raises my tolerance. So then my pre-workout is not like as like quote unquote effective.
So you do
Mhm.
caffeine for pre-workout too?
Well, I just mean like my pre-workout has caffeine in it, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's
I know a lot of them do, but
yeah, I take it. So I take, I think, about a scoop. I think right now I'm up to like a scoop and a half of pre-workout with like a full doses too. So I think it's probably somewhere around like 225 milligrams of caffeine, which is
mm-hmm.
nothing like insane. People usually take like 350 or so, but like I
That's
said, I
kind of
try
a
to like
lot.
keep my tolerance pretty low, so I don't have to, be up at night tossing and turning, because I'm like
Mhm.
big on sleep, and I feel like a lot of people do not take sleep seriously enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely do like them though. I mean, and I don't even drink that much.
Mhm.
Maybe like I said, I can at dinner or something, and that's it. You can definitely get hooked on that shit, just
Or
like you
it's
can
just
get hooked on
I've
anything.
always been like a beverage guy. Like even when I was a kid, I would be like, there's
Mhm.
nothing better than like a Chipotle burrito and like a giant glass of Sprite. And I was like, this
Mhm.
is so good. And then like I got into like fitness or whatever, and I was like, oh, I can't drink soda anymore. And like 3 or 4 years went by, and then I figured out like diet soda is the move, and it's like
Mhm.
reinvigorated my love. And so now like diet soda in like a meal, dude, there's nothing better. It's just like wash
Mhm.
the perfect combo ever.
Hmm.
Mhm. You said something like the only time diet soda gets bad for you is if like you have 19 of them a day or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was like 21, and I'm not
Yeah,
even sure
21.
if that is the case anymore. Like, I think that is what it takes to have you exceed the recommended daily intake, but I'm
Mhm.
not even sure if, like, that is a problem if you exceed the recommended daily intake. I don't know. I'm not like stamping that or anything, but
Mhm.
that's what I've heard like someone else said before, and I kind of ran with it. And obviously, like, it's
Mhm.
very tough to be above the 21 mark, so usually you're fine.
It is, yeah. You really got to push your fucking self to drink that much of
Bro, no,
anything, really.
no lie, my old boss he beat the odds. I think we calculated he
Okay.
drank 25 to 30 a day. It was
Wow.
insane. Because he would
Wow.
always have one in his hand, and he would fill up like the big gulps from like 7-Eleven or
Okay.
whatever.
Yep.
Probably 2 or 3 of those a day, and he would have like a 12 pack in his truck, and he would go through that a day. And that was just at work. And so obviously he
Mhm.
goes home
That's
after work,
fucked.
and like this man is insane. And we were thinking like, whoa, like not only is that a ton of diet soda, it's a ton of caffeine.
That's a
Like so
shit ton of caffeine.
if he drank 25, he would always do diet coke. So if he drank 25 diet cokes, that's about a gram of caffeine a day. So 10,000 or 1,000 milligrams, which
Okay.
is,
Wow.
we're like, oh shit, we didn't even realize. Like I doubt he even knows that like he's ingesting this much
That's
caffeine without even realizing it.
How many cups of coffee would that be?
That would
it's like
be, I think,
a shitload.
10. Uh, yeah, a regular like standard cup of coffee is around 100.
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh-huh.
that'd be 10 cups of coffee. Or like, energy
Wow.
drinks, like a lot
Mhm.
of them are 200 milligrams, so that'd be 5
Mhm.
energy drinks a day.
Wow. Wow.
Mhm.
Is he still
Wild.
alive?
Yeah, he's still like fine. I mean, he said his doctor said it's normal, but everyone says
It's
that.
normal.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, like
Okay.
he's fine.
Doctor wants him to die.
Yeah.
Um okay. Yeah. Well, the diet sodas are definitely the move. Now, like I said, when I go out to eat, I mean, I'll grab my cherry Coke. I mean, I'm a sucker for cherry any soda, so that's where I lose it. But when I go out to eat, I'm not trying to diet really. So
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
I try to be modest with it, but not too crazy. So I don't get like a triple dipper like Bert does and do 3,000 calories in one setting. So um so I wanted to just kind of touch on some other parts of Mr. Blake's life here. I knew he was going to be a really good fit for the podcast when I saw a video of Blake saying, "I'm not really a big milk guy unless it's coming straight from the source."
But no lie, that is probably my favorite video I've ever made. Like I remember like making that video to this day. That was probably a year ago, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is good!" Like I was like, "This is gold." I was like, "This is a
Yeah.
good one."
It was like
Yeah.
a genuine laugh after it, and I'm like, "Yo!" I mean, because I was going back and forth. I'm like a nutrition guy and Burton Burger,
Yeah.
but then the personality shined through, and had to get him on after he said that. So, with that being said, I mean, outside of TikTok and everything like that, I mean, what else is there to you? I'm guessing you're just not a diet soda inclined walking treadmill person, and that's it.
No, honestly, like I honestly hesitated on making like a account like mine for so long just
Mm-hmm.
because it's not even like really me. Like if you look at like my
Mm-hmm.
personal Instagram, I have
Mm-hmm.
0 pictures of like me with my shirt off or flexing or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. Actually, that's a lie. My current picture, my newest picture I just posted was like me, but I was on a boat, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not fair. But like
Doesn't
I
count.
do a ton of other stuff. So like I always grew up like riding dirt bikes, so that's like a big part of me as well. Like I rode and raced
Mm-hmm.
dirt bikes ever since I was a kid. I snowboard a lot too. I usually get a season pass every year. I go snowboarding. I go to the lake. I got a couple like stand-up jet skis, so that's like one of my favorite things to do during the
Oh,
summertime here when it's real hot. And I'm into cars as well, and just hanging out with my friends and doing like fun normal like kid shit. Getting into trouble
Yeah.
doing shit,
Mm-hmm.
other stuff. So yeah, it's weird too, because like obviously like the fitness side is like a big part of my life now, especially like, and it's like a lot of fun, but it's not like my personality at all. Like if you like
Mm-hmm.
met me out at like a bar or whatever, I would never like bring it up. Like I never bring up and be like, yo, like the gym. That's something. Not just like, I don't know. I talk about other things. It's just funny because now it's like my job and like what I do.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little bit of like stuff I do. I play like video games too every once in a while.
There you go, Bert.
Very nice. Very
Go
nice.
ahead. Now
That's a
you have
good
his
spread.
interest.
Are you a big
Yeah.
gamer?
Something like that. A little bit. A little
I'm a
bit.
I am like a gamer at heart, but I just don't have like a game to play right now. What do you play?
The one that I've actually been enjoying a lot is Escape from Tarkov. Have you heard of that?
Oh yeah, of course. I actually listened to like one of the longest podcasts I've listened to is this like gaming podcast. It's like Painkiller already, and they like talk about that all the time. And
Hmm.
yeah, I've heard a ton about it. It's like it seems like a
It's
very fun
insane.
game, and I would get into it, but it seems like very time consuming and like a huge barrier to entry. Like learning all those like new skills and everything about like a completely new game seems like a lot of effort. And I feel like I've heard from that game at least like it takes a lot of your time too till you get like
Yeah.
comfortable and get good. So I'd probably just get bullied for like months.
It's gross. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it does seem very fun. That's totally something I would get into if I dedicated my time. And mostly like what I do now is I just play whatever my friends play because that's like the funnest
Yeah.
thing to me. So
That's
I'll
what
play
I
like
do.
Fall Guys has been popular recently. I play some like
Mm-hmm.
just Call of Duty like Warzone and stuff. I used to be big into like competitive Call of Duty, so I watch like all the tournaments and stuff. It's fun to watch.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But no like I would say no like super dedicated. Like I'm not dedicated to any like one game right now. I used to be. Have you ever heard of like H1Z1 back in the
Mhm.
day?
Yeah.
That game is my favorite game of all time. I used to put in like at least 3 hours a day. That game is so much fun. Like original battle royales.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those are pretty cool. That was like before. Was that before PUBG?
Yeah, yeah. It was
Yeah.
like the first one pretty much, first or second.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember playing that. That was a
Yeah,
good
put in
one.
I think I put in like 1,700 or yeah 1,200 hours into that game or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you play like do you play any sports, or I mean, it's just such a fucking weird basic question to play or ask.
I was like all throughout like school and everything. I never was like a mainstream sports guy. I always like raced dirt bikes, so that was like my sport of choice. So ever since I was like 10, I've been riding. And I've been racing ever since, like I was 12 or so. So that was like the sport I chose, which is a bummer because like obviously like there's no school sports doing that or anything. But yeah,
yeah, Blake,
that
I
was what
said
did.
sport. I didn't say no.
Hobby.
No. Yeah, no, I mean I've seen those pictures of like your hands where it tears your hands up or some shit like that. So it gets
Oh, like calluses? Yeah, my hands are all
yeah,
calloused up,
yeah.
like, between lifting and riding and stuff. Yeah, I got some gnarly hands.
Yeah, no, it's definitely crazy. I mean, maybe the physical aspect of it is not like running a marathon, but it definitely is a lot of wear and tear, and it probably gets hot as fuck in there, and you're just burning a lot of calories just
Yeah,
going like
it actually
crazy
is.
in that.
It's a
and
lot more
everything, too.
physically demanding than like people think. Like the general
Mhm.
population like really has no idea, but it is very like physically demanding, and I'm like exhausted after like a moto or something. Like it
Mhm.
takes it out of you just because like you're moving the whole bike around, like you're dealing with bumps, everything. Yeah,
Sure.
it's wild.
Oh, true.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets painful after a while.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm sure. Yeah, no, I mean, it's just the reason why I asked that is, I mean, fucking Blake just looks like a pure athlete. He flexes a lot on TikTok, so
Lately, yeah. Now that I'm lean, I'd kind of do, but I don't know. I try to like be more than just like a fucking dumb idiot bodybuilder guy. Like I feel like
yeah.
it sucks too because I would love to show more of that side of me on like TikTok. But every time I make a video about me like riding dirt bikes or like doing flips or something, it always gets taken down. And it's like I can only
Really?
have like so many of these. Yeah,
Huh.
like recently I got like a street bike. It's like called a supermoto, and I'll like do wheelies on the street and stuff. And like it's super cool and everyone loves it. But every time I upload a video, it gets taken down.
Oh, what do they
It's
call
just
it? Like
such a bummer.
unsafe practices
Do they
or
say
whatever?
why?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like dangerous acts. It was always like
Yeah.
dangerous acts, and it sucks too because that's like that's honestly like the bigger part of me. Like I'm more into like that kind of stuff, like action sports, than I am into like fitness. But like I can't post about it, which is a bummer. So like maybe I need
That
to like
sucks.
include shorter clips so I can't get it taken down. But it's like it's pretty risky. Like I don't want to. Like, because if you
Yeah.
get taken down too many times, like your account gets banned, and it's like,
Oh,
at this
yeah.
point, like, is it really worth it? You know?
Yeah, we're pretty familiar with shit getting taken down on our stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as naughty language goes, sometimes
start
Bert
beeping
will
highlights.
upload. Yeah, he'll upload it and it'll be like audio removed, and it's just audiogram, so it's literally just our lines buzzing and that's it with no noise. So
Yeah, you literally like you can't even say eating disorder or you have to say ED or ed, and it's like, dude, what is this? Like this is terrible.
That's funny.
Like that'll trigger you
Yeah.
and get taken down right away.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, Blake. So, did you ever check out like our TikTok or anything like that?
I did, yes. When you first initially reached out to me, I did.
Okay,
But it's been a
so
while, if I'm being honest.
yeah, you're not missing a lot. We used to do this thing where we would color in people's counties, and those videos took off like wildfire, and it's
Really?
really fucking cringe. I hate it.
Wait, what do you mean
So-
color in people's counties? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah, it's literally what that. I'm just coloring in people's counties where I show a map of the United States and with all the little counties in it,
Mhm.
and then I say comment your county, and we'll color it in, and they literally will comment it, and then I go color it in. It's that simple.
That's so funny. What a funny meme.
Yeah, and
great.
let me tell you, it's we were for us. We don't have the kind of views and audience that you have. Yeah, get ready, bitch. But anyways, no, but
After this
Watch
one,
out.
you will.
yeah,
this,
no,
yeah.
seriously.
This is the turnaround.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a while, man. Please, something. Anyways, no, like we would get thousands of views on these fucking stupid ass county videos, and dude, when they released TikTok Live last year,
Mhm.
holy Toledo, dude, we were getting like hundreds of followers a day from these fucking lives. Which again, when you have like 30 followers before this, it was really exciting. And all I would say on the live is comment your county and the state it's located in, but make sure you guys are following us, because if I notice you're not following us, you can't get your county colored in, and then you just get a shit ton of people following.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
And dude, we've made some good cash on this as well.
Really?
Yeah. Bert, you can cut this off, but I gotta tell Blake. Blake, we've literally made like a couple $1,000s just coloring in people's counties. I'm not even
insane.
fucking kidding.
Good for you guys. Anything you can do to make money. That's awesome. That's so
Yeah,
smart. Is it from like donations or?
Yeah, it's people donating like crazy, and then people just they try to outdick the other one. So it's just like, oh, this person's the top donator with 1,000 coins. Now, motherfucker, look at this dude. Now he's got 1,500. Now he says he's not going to take it laying down like my cousin Bert does. He puts in 2,000, and it literally just goes back and forth, and then we get like $100 off the night.
That is so cool. I've gone live probably like a dozen times, maybe a little less, and I've gotten like 50 cents, because I always hear like people doing really well like that, what you guys are saying, but I don't know, it's never been the experience for me. Obviously I was just doing it for like just for fun, but if I could like pull in even like, I don't know, $10 a night or something, I'd be like, well, this is cool, I just paid for my dinner or
I
something.
was
If I
gonna
get nothing,
say, yeah, pay for
but I don't
lunch.
pay for lunch or something. I just haven't figured it out. Maybe I need to break out a map and a fucking colored pencil. Maybe I haven't cracked that yet.
Yeah, no, I mean, it has grown us a lot, and we've gone up in like thousands of followers across all of our social medias, but they ain't there because they want to hear us talk. I mean, they just are like, shut up, pussy, color in my county.
Yeah.
So we've gotten a lot of the number has gone up, so that's good, but the fans trickle in. Now, we're okay with that. If we get like 1,000 followers and we get one good fan out of it, I mean, we actually got exactly. No, dude, we there were some some lonely fucking months with Bert here, where I'm like, Bert, the only other person that's gonna be listening to this is you, and that's it. And then finally we were able to take off a little bit and get it out there. It's just hard to advertise your stuff, especially because we keep stuff so on the down low. So like we can't just openly advertise it everywhere. So
no, for sure. And I know a lot of people like you've probably heard of like the stuff about like Mr. Beast, the YouTuber. Like he did it for years without like any sort of success, and he just like kept going, and now he's like obviously like the biggest YouTuber ever. And it's just like that's such a cool story to see. And I feel like that's something like in people that are successful is just like their willingness to like not quit and give up and just like keep doing it, even though like they're not making any money or they're not getting any views. Like if you just get better every single day, eventually someone will watch you, and it's like that's Bert? So cool.
Yeah, he's the one that wants to quit all the time.
What? I've never said that.
Yeah, well, actions speak louder than words, hence the fucking not uploading anything on time. But anyways, the reason why we bring that up is because we got banned left and right while we were live streaming, just colored in people's counties, for misinformation.
That's so funny.
Don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I have, and it happened so fucking fast, dude. Like 10 minutes into the live, just banned misinformation 3 days.
I know I've gotten taken down a lot for stuff like that too, and like people get mad, and it's like, oh, like this obviously isn't what I'm doing. Like you can appeal those. I'm sure you guys know that, right? Yeah, and like you appeal them, but like it's just what you have to expect now. It's like it's an AI system, and like people get taken down left and right. It's like you just get unlucky, It's like nothing you did, and like obviously you didn't, commit the crime or whatever.
Exactly.
But it's just like, well, you just gotta expect at this point it sucked. But I mean, it's
holy
sad
shit!
reality.
I'm like, man, maybe I am a bad person. Maybe I'm lying about something and I don't know. But
maybe I was bullying someone. Like I always get taken out for bullying too.
Yeah, it was always misinformation. So. And then finally it just kind of stopped, and then knock on wood, of course, but then it took off again, but then it died hard. I think our county map got too colored in and people were just turned off by it. So
you guys use the same exact map like every time, like it would just get more and more filled in.
Yep. So that's what Nope, not till recently. So now what I do is every time I go live, because Bert will not go live with me, it's just me by myself every time. I do a blank map, and then I just try to see what state will have the most color in it by the end of the night.
You.
And it turns into a competition, and people want to represent their states and all of that shit. So that's kind of revitalized the county stuff, and it's been fun.
It's so
again.
funny how like the simplest things just get people in. They just get like they have to be number one. Like they have.
They
to,
get so hype. Yeah, it's true.
It's nuts.
That cracks me up.
Yeah, literally, it's crazy, and I really wish that it was over something that we were passionate about. Like we stream twice a week on Twitch, and I wish it was something over there. But our goal is we can push enough people over to the podcast stuff that eventually that'll be the big thing. It's like those quarter games that you see in the arcade where the thing's like pushing it on the side and you just add another quarter and it gets closer and closer. Yeah, and then finally the whole thing will fall over is our hope. But yeah, it's just people calling me a bitch and shut up and color my again. So
that's so funny.
It's working though, so it's fun. We gotta pay the bills somehow, dude. So
yeah, if you're making money, dude, I'd do anything to make money. Like, I'll wash dishes if you pay me a good amount of money. Like, I am not humble or whatever you call that. Like, I do not care. I will do whatever you pay me for.
Yeah, seriously. So, in the podcast, I mean, it's been fun, man. We definitely have had some really fun guests come on, and we when we first started out, we were always like, oh, we can't ask this person on, they're too big, they won't have any interest. But you'd be surprised how many big influencers will come on a podcast. Like we had a guy come on that has over 1 million subs on YouTube.
No way.
A very infant stage. Yeah, that was awesome. Exciting. And we've had some contestants from the TV show Survivor come on as well. That's cool. Really cool. And we've had some big Twitch streamers on as well, and the people are legit. So it's just like you have over 200,000 followers on Talk, and you'll be like, hell yeah, dude. I mean, I will do everything I can to come on this show. I'm sorry, I apologize. You're real nice about it. And then a guy with 4,000 subs on YouTube tells me to get bent. You fucking don't talk to me. And
I think you guys are legit the first podcast I've ever done, and I obviously want to do more in the future because it's a lot of fun. I love talking, and it's just like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, why not? Who cares? I love talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, thing. No, it's a lot of fun. No, it definitely is. So, you should start your own podcast, dude.
There you go.
I've thought about it before. I want to do it with this other creator, like Baxter. He's hella funny. He's way funnier than I am, and I would love to start one with him. So I just gotta convince him. It's just like, I feel like obviously it's a lot of work that people don't even realize, like setting up the guests, recording, timing, like posting it. And I would want to do it right, like with a full clip channel and like TikTok and all this stuff, and uploading cameras and like everything. So one day I will, like, I really would love to like hire someone. I'm not like there yet. But if I were to, like, I would wish I could hire someone to, just take some of the tasks off of me so I could focus on other stuff, like editing and like replying to like brand emails or just like stuff like that, just free up my time for like more like quote unquote like important things that actually like help me grow. And so hopefully one day I'll start a podcast. I've honestly been listening to podcasts forever. I remember probably since 2010. Like when podcasts were like for nerds only, because I remember I used to listen to like that the gaming podcast I was talking to you about. They're on like episode 602. They do it like once a week, and I've been listening since like 75. So like I don't know how many years that is, like over 10 years or so. It's wild. And yeah, I'm a big podcast fan. I listen to probably, especially when I was working, I listened to probably 5-6 hours of podcasts a day.
Oh yeah. You can burn through them at work.
It's in between commuting, the work, and like I would burn through them.
Yeah, no, they're a lot of fun. We've been doing this for a while, and we've met some pretty crazy people along the way that are really fun. And the bigger channel that you have, the more prolific guests that you can come on and things like that, and make things even more exciting. So yeah, no, definitely would be something exciting if Mr. Blake got one. Now, we can go ahead and start wrapping it up here soon, but I do have a question for you. One more here, and I texted you about this. So we have a segment on our show called Booby Time, and it's when every guest comes on. What we do is we have Bert send you a picture of his. No, I'm kidding.
I send one
kidding.
back.
Yeah,
Yes,
and then
exchange.
I judge. I guess whose is whose. No, so Booby Time sounds like movie time, and we ask our guests to come on and suggest the most wildest, fucked up, weirdest movie that you've ever seen, and Bert and I will watch it by the next episode. So I know I texted you about this, and I sent you a list of the things other people have suggested.
Yeah.
What movie do you got for us, Blake? One that we can add.
So I'm honestly not the biggest movie guy. I did come up with one, but this may be like off base. But I don't know if you've ever seen it, the movie Gone Girl.
Oh boy, it's been a long time.
Okay,
I think
so-
I was in high school.
Like, I don't even know if that one's like the most fucked up or not, but that was probably one of my favorite movies of all time. It's kind of like a psychological thriller, and it does have like some fucked up scenes and like stuff you wouldn't expect, and like blood and gore. And that was like the first thing that came to mind that maybe you haven't seen, but that was my movie. I really enjoyed that one.
Sure. Yeah, I actually own Gone Girl. That's with Ben Affleck, right? Yeah.
I think
I-
that girl
yeah.
Emily Ratajkowski or whatever.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fine
There's
as hell.
there's a really
Enjoy that scene.
Yeah.
Look at me when you watch that.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I remember it's about a wife that dies or something, right? And the husband gets framed for it, but
She,
she's
like, fakes her death,
crazy or
kinda,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. I really liked that movie too when I saw it, and I bought it on DVD, and I have not watched it since. So, it'll be nice to rewatch it. And Bert, you haven't watched it, have you?
Nope.
Yeah,
I think you'll like it. It sounds like weird and fruity just by the name, but I bet you'll like it. If you like
It sounds
thrillers or
cute.
like, mysteries or something.
No,
think
it was
you'll like
was a good movie. It was a good movie. I liked it, so I definitely can't wait to watch it again. No, that's a good answer. There's definitely some pretty gory scenes in there. We've seen some, Blake. We've seen some really fucked up movies.
I'm
from
sure
this.
you've seen a lot worse, a lot more niche, a lot weirder.
Golly, yeah, but no, that's a good suggestion on there. Gosh, yeah.
So what did you watch last week?
Last time we had a guest on. What the hell was the name of that movie Bert Coach made us watch? Do you remember? It was the one with John Goodman in it.
Oh, the one that I slept through.
Yeah,
That movie was bad.
What the fuck was that called?
I have no fucking idea.
Oh, we DM'd Coach. Well, yeah, Coach from Survivor. I got him in my DMs here. Let me go.
Oh,
through.
nice.
Let's see. True Stories. That's what it was called.
Yeah,
It was a movie literally about nothing. That one wasn't fucked up. It was just very like watching paint dry kind of thing. Like
Off
it
the
was
wall.
very, like it was very random. They would say words that we understood, but the way they were put into sentences, we were like, "What the fuck is happening right now?" So, Coach gave us a good one, but we'll watch Gone Girl, and you'll have to hear our take on it in our next episode.
I can't wait. I bet you'll like it. I hopefully I don't waste your time. You're like, damn, this is ass.
No, trust me. There's only one movie we haven't finished yet, so we'll get through it. And that was because of like internet issues. It wasn't even because it was bad or anything.
Yeah.
So, have you seen the new Elvis movie, Blake?
I have not. Like I said, I'm not like a big movie guy. I wish I
Kicking you
was.
out of this Discord.
But I legit have not watched a movie, like a full movie, over a year at least.
You
I have
better
not gone to
start.
the movie theater in probably 2-3 years. Like it's
Well,
so bad.
there's
I think it's
first time for
probably
everything.
because I do TikTok and like my like attention span is so fried from like these 7-second like dopamine hits that I just cannot sit through a movie anymore. Like I'm just so like mentally like fried. I don't know. I want to change though. I need to start watching movies.
Yeah, well, maybe you should stop walking on a fucking treadmill for 8 hours a day, dude.
Yeah, for real. Just stop
Yeah.
putting that. I need to get my priorities straight and sit on my ass and eat some food and watch
True.
watch a movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
no. Well,
Got
do I give him the rundown, Bert? Like, why do you hate Applebee's? And he's like, glad you asked. And then
Yeah.
text for
8
oh no, it
hours.
it wasn't texting. It was
voice
a
recording.
it was a voice recording. Yeah, and he sends him like a 2 hour long voice recording. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get into it. I've seen it 5 times in theaters, Blake, so I'm
Oh,
disappointed.
Elvis.
Yeah.
It was that good?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was decent. It was okay.
Better than Top Gun?
Yeah, but I'm very biased, so
You're biased.
yeah,
Extremely
biased as
biased.
fuck. About as biased as you can get. I don't cry either, like ever. I don't cry. I think the last time I cried was like when my dog died many
Oh,
years
shit.
ago.
Rest in
And
peace.
yeah, rip
Yeah.
Lola. But yeah, okay, thanks for laughing. If you guys didn't laugh, I'd be like, this is awkward. But I fucking cried just like a pussy during this movie, dude. My goodness, I turn into Bert like no other. God damn.
That's so funny. Actually, I remember the last movie I saw. It was Ford versus Ferrari. It's like a car movie, classic,
Oh
you know,
yeah,
car. Have you
Christian
ever seen that one?
Bale and
Yeah.
some other guys in it.
I swear, whenever I go over to my parents' house, they have it on. I'm like, dude, you watched this like 6 times already. Like, you're not even into cars. Like, what is so good? And so I've seen that a ton. That's a good movie though. I like it.
Yeah,
Even for like people who aren't into like cars.
Yeah, no, it looked exciting. Just my dad and grandpa told me to get fucked. That's who I wanted to watch it with. So I was like, hey,
Fuck you.
I suppose. Yeah. No, I've seen this movie 4 times in the theater and 1 time in a drive-in, dude, and I definitely could go see it a couple more times. So
Damn. We actually have drive-ins by me. I've wanted to go my whole life and I've never been. There's one like 15
they're
minutes.
dope.
I need to go.
They're dope. I definitely like it. It's an experience. It's not something you can do very casually though. So to mentally prepare yourself for that, but I don't think they have low calorie popcorn there or anything like that. So
No, I think I'm just like waiting to like get a girlfriend so I can do dumb shit like that all the time. Like catch me at the pumpkin patch or like in the mall, like at the drive-ins. Like I'm just holding off. Like I don't want to do that shit now when I'm single because I'm gonna have to do all that dumb stuff later.
yeah.
So I was like saving it up, you know, watching movies, you know, going to the drive-ins.
So I don't believe you that
You don't believe me?
that you don't have a significant other. I've seen you shirtless.
No significant other, no GF.
Yeah.
Hella dudes in my comments though, mad bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
That would always be, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, you think you're gonna get credit and get girls? Nah, just hella dudes complimenting you.
Yeah. You must be a fucking asshole or something because you're hot as shit, dude.
Yeah, straight dick, bro. Abuse
Yeah.
women. Just hella misogynistic, like deserve no rights, Andrew Tate type deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously, Bert. Why did you ask? Why did you think he had a small wiener earlier? What did you say about that?
That's what I was. No,
I
we
drive
were
a
just.
giant truck.
Yeah.
No, we were going through like weird questions. I'm like, gosh, I'd hate to ask him about food and stuff. I mean, like he probably gets questions all the time.
No, you can ask me anything.
Yeah, and then
I
like,
don't
I was
care.
just rattling stuff off. I'm like, dude, you must have to work off because you got a tiny dog. Like,
No,
that's-
it's because I'm short. I'm 5'8", so it's
Oh,
like fuck. I can't be
true.
short and skinny, so I got to be
True.
like short and jacked. You know, at least
That's
Yeah.
something.
true.
Didn't seem to help either. So I don't know. We'll find the next thing. Now I got to be rich or some shit. We got to move on to
Yeah.
the next insecurity in mine.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Does you don't have to disclose any personal information, but does TikTok and all of that pay the bills for you? Because you told me you're like, I'm gonna quit my job, so and do this content creator full time thing. So
Yeah, no, I'm super open about it. I probably make around like 4 to 5 grand a month now from TikTok
Wow.
between like sponsors and everything, so it pays the bills like fine, and hopefully like I can like increase that in the future, and you know, hopefully my whole goal with like quitting my job is like I never want to work like a regular day job again. So like 4 to 5 grand sounds like nice, you know, it's like a completely fine livable income, but like
Mhm.
who knows how long this is gonna last? So to do this for the rest of my life, or like not have a job for the rest of my life, I need to be making like, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 grand a month. Let's say it only lasts a couple years. So I'm like
Yeah,
really
you
looking
set
like
it up.
it sounds like nice and comfortable on the outside, but it's like I really want to like set myself up for the future. But yeah, perfectly fine income. Like I'm not a big spender at all. Like I'm super like safe with my money. So I'm just trying to, you know, extend this as long as I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be around for a while too for your content and personality and stuff like that. So,
Hope so. Hope so.
yeah, it's pretty dope. But, what work do you do? Like, did you go to college or anything? You said you went to college, so like, did you get a
Yeah.
degree or did
Yeah,
you
I got
drop
my
out to do
degree.
TikTok like Markiplier or?
No, I would have. I probably would have if I like had TikTok when I was in college. No, no, my parents would have killed me. But I got my
Mm.
degree in mechanical engineering, and then I worked as like
God damn, everybody's a fucking engineer. I swear to fuck. Holy
and then I
shit.
worked as like a project manager, like assistant project manager for a construction company. So just like normal ass desk job, sat behind a desk, did emails and stuff. So that's boring stuff, that's what I did.
Fun.
And I never really was like, I don't know, I wasn't that into it, of course. Like how into engineering could I be? Like it's like it's a job, whatever. It could be worse, Like I made like good money, but it's like a lot of people make good money. Like I'd rather make less money doing something I enjoy.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's what I did, and like it was a big like obviously a big deal to like quit my job because like I had just quit my job and I'd like moved out of like my parents' house, so I like got my own place with like my friends and stuff. So now I got like serious bills and shit. So it was a
Sure.
big like not a risk, but like a big undertaking. So I'm super glad I did it. It's been like successful so far. I've only been out of a job for like 3 months and I haven't had any problems yet. So hopefully can continue it like this.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
Absolutely. And you continue to make good shit. The only thing I always scroll by is when you guess how many calories are in something. I'm like, no, don't guilt shame me here. I'm not
Bro,
I'm not doing
I
that.
I don't even really like those videos, but they do so well, and it's like fuck,
Yeah.
like people want them, like whatever, I'll throw them out there. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're so
It's us
easy
with
to
the
make
counties,
too.
dude. It's
Yeah,
literally us with the
exactly,
counties. I don't want to fucking do this, but damn, they pay the
exactly.
bills.
Exactly. You got to do it every once in a while. Like it's better than nothing. Like
Yeah.
it's either I don't upload a video or I upload this like easy, 5-second clip. So it's like fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have anything else. Throw it out there. Throw it out of my
Mm-hmm.
drafts. Get it out of here.
Yeah, and I just want to say one more thing. Blake, right now, can you just take like a deep breath for me and breathe it out because you talk so fast sometimes in your videos when you're like trying to do like a grocery haul or something because I know you got like a timer.
Mhm.
And Blake's like, all right, here's my grocery haul today at Walmart. So I stopped by and I got some Diet 7 Up and then he talks so fast. I'm like, yo, this dude
So
is
That
going
10 times
ham.
YouTube speed.
I do talk
Yeah.
fast. I think a lot of it is because like when I do edit video, like there's only a certain amount of time I have, so I
Yep.
have to like that in, and it's probably just become a habit over time. And I think it's like it sounds bad, but I think it's like a good habit because people's attention span is so short
Yeah,
that you
it's
really
so
need to be like
short.
on top of it. Because I watch some TikToks and it's like they drag on. And it's like, dude, get to the
Mm-hmm.
point. Like I'm over this. Like maybe it's
Mm-hmm.
just like me, but I don't know. And I feel like it's kind of working for me, so I'm probably gonna stick with it. Just keep
Mm-hmm.
talking hella fast. Do I talk a little
Yeah.
slower on here, or is it same
Oh,
speed?
it's fine here. Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's fine. It's just sometimes with those videos when you have a timer or something.
Yeah.
But
And plus, like a lot, if you miss something,
Oh,
you're more likely to watch it again, run up that
mm-hmm.
view count. That's super good for the
Yeah,
yeah.
algorithm. So
yeah.
I caught
There you
you know,
myself doing
go.
that a couple times.
Yeah.
so I'm baiting you in. I'm getting you in.
Damn.
Well,
You're,
we
you're
get
coming for
people
two
like you
views
in
now.
all the time, Blake, because people like you are what makes us make so much money on the fucking county things here. We're like, hurry up, here's $20, get my county over with. Motherfucker, I sent you 20, here's 20 more. Come on, I want to get my
Yeah,
county colored. And then he sees it get colored and then he leaves. He's like, bye.
that's so funny.
Uh,
If you see someone doing live streams of like states, bro, just know that's me stealing your idea.
yeah.
Can't or
Well, I stole the
cities.
idea from somebody else,
Oh, there
so
you
I
go.
mean, I saw somebody do it, dude. Like while I was scrolling through TikTok, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I kept going, didn't even think about it. And then like 6 in the morning one time, I woke up to take a piss, and I'm like,
I'm gonna start
yo,
doing
I
that.
should color in counties. Dead
No,
asleep, dude.
that makes sense because like every time I see like a live pop up on my For You page, it's always some dumbass shit like that, or someone like with
Yep.
like a math question like on the screen, like a
Mm-hmm.
screenshot of a math question or something like that. So I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
algorithm pays.
It does, dude. I mean, and the Lord spoke to me at 6 in the morning, I think, and like, Burger, you got to color in counties, and I'm like, yes, sir.
I'm
Hey.
sorry, man, but
Hey,
Yeah.
better than a real job, that's for sure.
Yeah, seriously. So, anyways, Blake, we want to thank you again for coming on, my man. Do you want to shout out your shit? Tell people where they can find you at?
Yeah, just like TheNutritionNarc, NARC, on TikTok and Instagram. That's it. Pretty simple.
That's it.
Sweet.
links down in the description below. Check out our boy Blake. We've been trying to get him on for a long time, and here he is.
Sorry it took so long again. My bad. Let's do
dude,
this
it was
again,
worth the wait. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely. We'll keep in touch and we'll do some stuff. It was a lot of fun. If you really are serious about joining a podcast, I do have a opening coming up here soon.
Doing another one?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, there's a guy in this call that doesn't do anything, so I need someone that's actually funny.
The Burger
so-
Blake.
Yeah, the Blake and Burger show. It kind of works. Yeah.
Initials
Fuck you,
stay
Bert.
the same.
Exactly. Nothing changes, Bert. You can just be our full-time editor. We'll pay you the
Decent.
county money.
Probably got my money. It's a government job.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's tax deductible. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Bert and Burger podcast. We're just trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world. And remember, don't you dare forget, it's just comedy. Calm the fuck down. Thank you so much, Blake, for coming on.
Yeah, no problem.
We appreciate it. Bert, yeah, well, thanks.
He
All
left
right.
An hour ago. He
Yeah,
left a
I
while
thought
ago.
he did. I thought his mic cut out or something. Like, yo,
Oh
it's just
shit!
like-
This is still on.
He had dinner, showered, and did his homework. In the meantime.
He's sleeping right now. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you all in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.
Later.
See ya.